The finish line is just around the bend. I'll pause this game so our love will never end. Let's go again. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with an Earth 2 update video. Now, this Earth 2 update video is like nothing else because I'm doing shout outs again to Erica, Marcy, Dana, Andy, Shane, Randomated, just because you guys are fantastic, commenting and liking on all my stuff. Really helps the YouTube algorithm. Speaking of YouTube algorithm, smash that like that button down below because you love me. Patreon and referral code as well. That means the world when you use that referral code and donate to Patreon. So yeah, let's get into the video. Is Decentraland a main competitor of Earth 2? So I've been getting questions like this a lot with a bunch of other knockoffs of whether it's cryptocurrency or games trying to be like Earth 2. Now you could make the argument that Earth 2 maybe is trying to be like Second Life or one of these other games, but there's just nothing like it. The amount of effort that goes into it. There's nothing like it. There'll be whatever it's going to be the Second Life of Second Life. It is going to be the Second Life of our generation. It's outside of it being just a fantastic game with fantastic developers that are absolutely dedicated to this cause. It's going in VR. This is something that is unprecedented. It is innovative and it is disruptive. And as people made their livings off of Second Life, people are already making in the hundreds of thousands of dollars off V2. The game's been out for not even 3 months yet. That is absolutely bananas, in my opinion. Soft launch happened in November. I got in December. We're late January right now. And every other would-be competitor or copycat, and I'm not here to say like, oh no, there's nothing like R2. There's going to be no competition whatsoever. There will be competition once this becomes big enough, and Facebook and Apple and Google and whatever kind of get the Sony. Although Sony, the CEO, just doesn't really like this. There's going to be competition, but they're going to be so far behind. They're going to be years behind, and they're just not going to be able to catch up. Because you have a lot of red tape with those bigger companies. These smaller companies where everything's vertically integrated, you don't have a lot of that red tape. They like an idea, and they're taking feedback from us. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't have a Discord where he's like, you know what do you guys want on Facebook? The CEO of Sony doesn't even believe in VR. Apple and Google, the developers have this system worked out where they're getting feedback from us directly and implementing that in the game. And there will be competition, but every single one that comes after E2 is they're gonna be fighting for second place. That's it. E2 will be so far ahead. If we create something like a movie or something like something of the like, which leads to ad revenue, can't they sue or shut down or shut you down for doing that? If you blatantly just play Taylor Swift videos in there, because she's very notorious for taking things down and demonetizing videos with her music in it. That's why I never sing any of her songs. Yeah, there's a potential for that. However, there is something called the Free Use Act. Free use is where you can use any part of any movie, any video, dialogue, whatever, and use it in your videos on YouTube. You can do that whether it's YouTube or Spotify, and you can use that in you'll be able to use that in Earth 2 as well. So that's where the loophole is, the Free Use Act. Like the Sims, will people be able to get pregnant and have babies? Okay, so if you have, again, the Sims, you can get pregnant, you can have all these babies and stuff. I'm unsure what you'll be able to do as far as your avatar. Maybe you can make it look like it's pregnant, but if you have a kid in this game, like there's not going to be anyone to control the avatar. Maybe it's just forever by your side, a kid. Maybe, like some people use kids as accessories. Maybe people, oh, this is my baby, I'm going to push around in a cart forever. If you don't want a real kid, like myself, if you don't want kids, and maybe, hey, that's a good thing. They never grow up, and you can outfit them with all the other accessories that you want. That's actually another good thing where someone mentioned the other day, can we sell clothes? What's the limits on that? I was just thinking for avatars, but if people have pets, if people have, kids like this that don't age, don't grow up, they're going to sell tiny clothing, they're going to sell clothes for babies. For whatever reason, women love dressing up babies in those tiny shoes that they grow out of in like a month. And if you can do that with, you know, tiny elephants and, dogs and kids in this game, it's going to happen. Again, 97% of my um, viewers right now are male. Once this game gets to that Animal Crossing level, that is going to change dramatically. A lot of women are going to be into this game because it's going to as a form of therapy, catharsis, cathartic, whatever you call it, and yeah, that's going to appeal to a lot more women than it is men right now. Also, this is a lot of men are just saying like, "Hey, I'm just going to throw 10 grand in this and just use it as an investment," which is fine. If someone dies in real life, can we keep their avatar and account running? Um, Most likely. If you don't, I mean, if you have someone else's logins, yeah, any land income tax or periodic credits that they get, or people who use their referral code, yeah, you could take those funds in there. You could sell all their stuff, or if anyone remembers that story of it's not the racing game Mario Kart. It was a different racing game, but this kid. I'm just going to use Mario Kart because we all know it. This kid grew up with his dad, and they would play Mario Kart together. And in the first Mario Kart or not the first, because the first one came on Super Nintendo, the Mario Kart for Nintendo 64, you had something called time trials, where you were able to try to get your best time on any given track. And the kid would play with his dad. The dad passed away from, I don't know if it was an accident, cancer, unforeseen circumstances. The kid doesn't touch his Mario Kart for years. Then about a decade later, as a teenager, and he goes, he picks it up again. And what does he find when he's in that, going to the time trials? The last person that had the record was his dad. And he would be playing with the ghost trial of that. That's something that will definitely be in this video. If the game developers don't do it, you can be damn sure that people like me and other people that, again, I'm going to have a boat racing track, people are going to have other racing tracks, they're going to have ghost trials just for that reason. Part of the reason I make YouTube videos is because, God forbid, knock on wood, I'm still alive, that I die. People have like my thoughts and stuff out there. So I want to be able to have that for people, like record everything on my boat tracks. Because again, God forbid, somebody dies. I want to be able to have recordings of that to give to their family. Like, hey, these are recordings of your people. So the avatars, yeah, the avatars can probably stay there. They can do what was supposed to be that WoW funeral, where they can be in a shrine. They can do whatever you want, or you could just play as the avatar. I don't know if I would do that, but anyway, I'm trying to move along here. This video's getting a little long already. Where are current high foot traffic areas that you own? Really, the only one that I have some in Kyoto, Japan, and then I have some in New York City. But those aren't even my favorite. The ones in New York City, yeah, boxing gym. I have some outside of Central Park. And the ones I have in New York City, I'm going to make a boxing gym. There's nothing there right now. Kyoto and a bunch of stadiums I have for, I'm going to make Pokemon stadiums. But one of my favorite ones right now is a very local thing. It's called All American. It is a burger place. It's one of the best burger places on Long Island. It's only one of them. It's not a chain. It's very popular locally on Long Island. It's called All American. I want to make that into a global thing. I want to, obviously, I bought the land there, so I'm going to create that. I hope that that's one of the big things that I can create. It's probably not going to be on par with, Chavez Boxing Gym or Chavez International Relations for bricks or the Pokemon stadiums, but it's just something that's really cool. Something about that old school 50s style burger place. Something I really like. Will you make a city or town for your followers? At some point, yeah, I do want to do something like that. I'll keep you guys posted. Probably the end of the year. I'll get my own Discord and do stuff like that. A lot of this seems like speculation, not to be rude, but where do you get your info from? Basically, a lot of it is on the FAQ, on the FAQ, on the E2 homepage. Outside of that, developers do use social media to keep everyone updated. But also, people come to me with things like saying, like, hey, someone mentioned me yesterday saying, this game actually made my newspaper in the Netherlands. So I'm going to bring that to you guys because that's something where maybe that person doesn't have as much reach. Maybe he can talk to like 2 or 3 people that he knows playing the game. If I have 1,100 subscribers, Yeah, it could reach, and if one of these goes viral, it goes very, very quickly. Because I think only half of these people that view it are subscribed. So please, guys, subscribe. Um, yeah, so a lot of it is just info that people bring me as well. When will the next trailer come out? So good news is that they've actually had the trailer for this for the next phase done for a few weeks now. They just wanted to make sure that they could handle the incoming chaos that would ensue after it aired, and they actually made an announcement today that they were going to stop. They were going to shut the site down for about an hour so they could even update the servers even more. The servers have been doing very well the past couple weeks, but after today, they're going to be even super updated. And I think once that's done, which again should be today, once that's finished, we should expect the trailer for Phase 2 any day now. Um, when that comes, yeah, and when that comes, expect a new set of rules and future plans along to go with it. Because right now we can only do a couple of things, so it makes sense that new rules will be there as well. Will the crypto this game uses be traded on the open market? Yes and no. It will. It won't be traded on, like, you can buy it on the New York Stock Exchange. You won't be able to get it on Nasdaq or any of that. But what you might be able to do is you might be able to say, like, okay, I'm buying 1,000 of these coins, and I'm going to just transfer that into my Bit wallet, into whatever, and then you can do that. So that's a way it could be traded, on the outer net. Say, like, oh, I have 1,000 of these coins. Give me X amount of dollars for that. Will the crypto this game uses? Oh yeah, no, I just got it. Oh yeah, like, can I buy it and put it in my wallet? Yeah, I just said that, absolutely. If the currency we have gets devalued in the real world, how will that affect my in-game currency? Well, there's probably going to be a delay where if you see the writing on the wall, if you see something coming on the horizon, where you see your wherever country you're in, Belize, Bermuda, Burma, Thailand, whatever, and you see them about to pull a President Maduro, saying President Maduro outlawed uh, Bitcoin, and their currency continued to devalue. What we can do is that you can say, like, hey, I see this happening. I'm going to buy as many tokens as I can, and then once this drops, you might be able to say, I have these tokens, and then use a VPN or whatever, and actually take it out in US dollars, because there's going to be a bunch of different currencies that you can use. There should be no reason why you can't take it out in US dollars if your currency happens to fail. TransferWise is unavailable in my country. What do I do? Okay, so if you signed up for that thing the developers told you about, the TransferWire, I forget what it's called, and it's not available in your country, email the developers. They will get to you. Again, it'll probably take a while. They're doing a lot of other stuff right now, land income tax or periodic credit, as far as keeping the servers updated. But they will get back to you. They might have to just do it through PayPal at that point. Everyone, please comment down below, like and subscribe. Comments good for the YouTube algorithm. Patreon referral code, that all means the world to me. I love you all. Class dismissed. Meow, meow, meow.